It's time to have a look at another Imagine game. Someone over at the Spectrum Computing Forum suggested I'd have a look at Zzoom, published by Imagine Software back in 1983. And I actually had this game, and I remember rather enjoying it. I got it in one of these compilation packs, which was a great way to get a bunch of games for basically the price of one. And sure, you would get some absolute shite games in there too. In this case, it would have been Pedro. The game stank as much as Pedro's feet. But Zzoom and Alchemist I remember especially liking. And I remember being a bit puzzled by the title of the game. It's Zzoom and then it says Norman Ludi underneath. And I had no idea what that meant. I always assumed that it was Latin, but looking into it, I mean, Norman is name, I believe, in Latin, but Ludi has no meaning as far as I can find. But diving a bit deeper, I actually discovered that this is actually Esperanto, I believe, and it means the name of the game. So yeah, that makes sense. Zzoom is the name of the game, so And what confused me even more as a kid was that in Jet Set Willy there was a screen called Norman Looney. And I think Matthew Smith just poked some fun at the Imagine game. I presume Looney as in Looney. I don't know, but it's just an interesting little memory I have. And the game was coded by John Gibson, who was also involved in a couple of other high-profile games, such as Airborne Ranger, Cosmic Wartoad, and Stonkers. And of course also the, should I call it classic? I'm not sure, but it's a very special game, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. I could never figure this one out back in the day, but it seemed pretty awesome, and I think people remember it quite fondly, even though it, confused the hell out of me. And before we throw ourselves into Zzoom, let's just have a look at a Spanish release of the game. And this is a compilation that contains both Zzoom and Dictator, and just check out this glorious cover art. I just love these kind of cheap releases. It's just something very charming about it. But they kind of just nicked the, I think, cover art from Dictator as well as, of course, the cover art for Zzoom. And I'm not sure if this is a legit copy. It's kind of questionable, I suppose. But yeah, just enjoy the cover art. And enough said about that. Let's dive into Zzoom. And no loading screen on this one either. Oh yes, I remember this this tune. Let's just press a key and get to the menu screen, and let's go with joystick, I think. And as I said, I played this back in the day and rather enjoyed it. It's basically a shoot 'em up. Oh god, we have... I think I crashed. I think we're flying some sort of plane here. We shouldn't go down, but the controls are, flight controls. So up is down, down is up, and it's a little bit confusing, but we're basically just supposed to shoot stuff. And here's these little guys. I think we should just not shoot them, but what the hell? Let's shoot them anyway, because... Oh man, that is so amazing. I loved shooting. Oh, damn it. These fellas, it's just amazing. So much fun. Of course, we're supposed to blast the planes, and we do have a radar, I think, because I can't quite remember. And yeah, we should save the little dudes from the bombs. And we do have a radar down to the right. Just sap these fools. Oh man, reminds me a little bit of Star Wars, the arcade game. Those kind of spinny things that are supposed to be God knows what, but they're not good for your health anyway. Let's see if we can get into this. I don't think we can shoot these fools when they are far away. They need to be close. Exotron, what does that mean? I can't remember too much of this game, to be honest. It's really enjoyable. Although, what was kind of puzzling to me as a kid was, if I'm flying over this road here, why is the characters at the horizon just kind of walking left and right? I mean, I'm not getting any closer to them. How are they? Are they walking diagonally away from me? Or what is going on? That's just a little bit peculiar, but hey, it's a game. Let's not question it. You quickly learned not to question these things. But it's a very, very straightforward shoot. It's nothing fancy, but it's fun, smooth, and there's something quite satisfying about blasting these little guys. And of course, also saving them is mildly satisfying. And I do not remember too much else about this game. I suppose we need to save a certain amount of refugees. I think once they've finished walking left to right or right to left, oh dear, you will get, you know, the number will increase to the over to the right, and everything should be hunky-dory. And would you get on with it? What are you doing? Lazy gits. Getting bonus points anyway. Oh yeah, they're kind of panicky, these guys. And I think we have gone to a different zone, maybe? Not quite sure. Condition red. That means that we have guests coming, I think. And I think there's going to be ground targets appearing eventually as well. So like tanks, I think I remember. And possibly other awful things. And this game should really, or would really benefit from having a mouse. But you didn't have that back in the day. You had a joystick, so you just had to deal with it. And it's not super hard initially. It starts out quite easily. I think we've got some pretty decent sound effects, I think. I can barely hear them though, but you know, for a 48K Spectrum, yeah, it's fairly satisfying blowing up these planes. And it runs very smoothly. I mean, it's not terribly taxing, I suppose, but yeah, there was just something about this that I really, really rather enjoyed, and I don't think I'm the only one. And the refugees are actually getting somewhere, so yeah, let's just carry on and see if we can get to the next stage and maybe get my shields replenished. I'm not sure if that happens ever. And yes, you can just hold the fire button, thankfully. Are they kamikazing me? I think they are. And I love this road. Just such a simple little detail. It's just, you know, it's nice. Computing bonus. Well, great. How about some more shields, man? Okay, we are back, but the road seems to have disappeared. Missiles armed. Okay. I don't remember this at all. Oh yeah, we got missiles instead. And palm trees. And the little white guys. Amazing. There's something bad showing up here. Okay, I was a little bit too close to the ground and another one bites the dust. Oh, bum. Let's try this one more time and play for realsies this time. Ah, gotcha. It is pretty satisfying shooting these planes, actually. Exotron. I don't know what Exotron is. Oh, is that kind of the missile-like thing? Oh yeah, I think it was, because that just ate all of my shields. One annoyance with the game is that it takes a lot of time going from one stage to the next. There's a lot of bonus computation and, yeah, it takes forever. A little bit frustrating, I guess. Seem to remember disliking that back in the day as well. But otherwise, there really isn't too much to complain about. For such an early game, this is solid stuff. I'm starting to get the hang of this now. Ah, excellent. You really need to hit these enemies really quickly. You haven't got time to fart around with your sights. You really need to get them as quickly as possible, or the others will make your life miserable. Okay, we are back in the desert, and I don't know what missile armed really means. Do I have additional buttons? I can't remember seeing any mentioning of that in the instructions, but maybe I just missed that. Oh no! I was pressing left, you silly controls. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to blast you there, buddy. Oh man. Oh, sorry again. Not my intention, guys. Oh, poor fellas. Life is hard in the desert. Yeah, I'm certainly getting some hostages here, or refugees, sorry. I think the tanks will actually drive into you, so that is bad unless you move. And the tanks got magnetrons as well, or whatever it's called. Oh man, it's really hard having time to get these. Oh dear, that was a reflex. Sorry about that, dude. Stop smashing your head, you moron. More tanks. Lovely. I really want to push down, or in this case up, when the tanks leave the horizon, but yeah, that's a bad idea because then I crash. Terrible idea. Oh man, jeez. I think I've killed more refugees than tanks this time around. Extremely careless driving going on here. Just hitting the pedestrians with no concern whatsoever. I mean, look at that. But strangely enough, it seems like the refugees are taking more damage than I'm doing right now. I suppose attacks is the level. So I'm on level 4 right now, going to 5, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, this autopilot sequence takes forever. So I'm hoping something new is going to happen. No, yeah, it looks different. So what is going to assault me this time? Boats? Oh yeah, okay. I don't remember this actually. I was pushing down there. What am I supposed to do? How? I presume I need to use missiles. Let me just try and press all kinds of buttons here. Oh, if I hold fire. Yeah, all right. So maybe we need to do... Oh dear, I just sank a hostage. Okay, so we need to fire at the boats or the enemy boats, I suppose, by using the missile. Okay, makes sense. A little bit confusing, though. Oh dear. Double sinking. Yeah, this is a nice amount of variation here. Is it just me, or can't I get those missiles or magnetrons or whatever trons they are? Sometimes when they are too far down, looks like my missiles just go straight through. How are these guys rowing with their arms up? Or maybe it's just a motorboat of some sort, hopefully. I can't get the U-boats when they are too far down. That's a bit of a bummer. Is there anything up in the air? No, I don't think. Oh, it's conditioned yellow. Everything is fine. And they're still smashing their heads. Idiots. Okay, we've got another submarine stage. And what am I supposed to do there? And there. Ah, come on. How am I... Okay. The exotron doesn't seem to be possible to hit when it's really low on the screen. I think I am done, actually. Really nice game. This still kind of fun to play today, even. Well, maybe it hasn't aged perfectly, but still kind of charming. But let's head over to the review section and see what some other people thought. Home Computing Weekly was mightily impressed by the game and gave it 4 out of 5. Although interestingly, they gave it 100% on every aspect. They even gave it 100% playability twice, so that is 200% playability. That is unheard of. Playability through the roof. And they wrote, without doubt the best combat game so far that I have played on the Spectrum. I even bought a joystick specifically to play it. And yeah, I can imagine back in the day, 83, this must have been pretty impressive. But still a bit weird that they would give it 100% on every part and then just award it 4 out of 5. Weird. Personal Computer News was also impressed and gave it an overall value of 5 out of 5. And Mike Gerard wrote, black marks for incomplete instructions. But that apart, the speed of the game, its sound, and especially the 3D graphics are all superbly done. And this is one of only a handful of games around that could truly be said to be of arcade standard. And yeah, I think I have to agree, it's even a bit fun to play today. Solid game. I mean, yeah, it hasn't aged perfectly, of course, but it still has some charm to it, and I think that is much thanks to the little spin the guys do when you blast them or they blow up. That just never, ever grows old. And with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope to catch you next video. Cheers!